Welcome, everybody. This is the regular meeting of the Renfrew Public Library Board. It's Monday, May the 26th. We apologize for the slight delay this evening. Deputy Clerk, could you please do roll call?
Of course. Chair Stevens.
Present.
Donna Clark.
Present.
Haley Heaslip.
Present.
Heather Dale. Lauren Davidson. Present. Jane Donnelly. Jason Legree.
Present.
Who's joining us over Zoom. And Chair, we do have quorum.
Excellent, thank you. As we gather, we would like to acknowledge that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history, and we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Honoring the traditional territories of the Indigenous peoples is one of the 94 calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report. To do this properly, we encourage everyone to learn more about the lands we call home, as we all have a role to play in reconciliation. Do we have a conflict of interest? Would anyone like to declare a conflict of interest this evening?
No.
None noted. All right, in our board information package, do we have any correspondence? None noted. Excellent. And, oh, thank you. All right, we need to do the confirmation of minutes. So our recommended action is that the Renfrew Public Library Board approve the minutes of the regular board meetings dated April 7th, 2025 and April 24th, 2025, and the closed meeting minutes of April 24th, 2025, understanding that they do remain confidential. Could I have someone move this, please? Haley, thank you. And seconded, Donna, thank you very much. And all in favor? Excellent, thank you. Okay, so that was me a little bit hasty. Library statistics are next. All right, Maggie.
Actually, I'm gonna
You're
do
gonna
a couple
do
of
this?
reports tonight, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
Thank you, Kelly.
I like to see, that's my favorite, the total CIRC is up. It's our highest since 2022. We're higher than 2022, so that's great. Obviously, our e-resources continue to climb. But I would like you to also note our collection circulation. You can see, for example, our fiction is up 1,312. In 2022, it was 1,105. So we're seeing, still seeing strong readership of actual print materials, despite what we hear. The other thing I'd like to note is the 71.75 volunteer hours, which we are very thankful for everyone who decides to donate their time to the library. It allows us to continue to do some stuff that the staff may not get to. So that's been awesome. This month we had 49 new patrons, bringing total membership to 3,898. Any questions on anything?
I thought that was pretty good considering the last time was during COVID, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like the higher numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, did you want to go ahead with the activity report?
Yeah,
just go
let's
ahead.
give me a little practice.
Oh, you don't keep. Right.
So Maggie got the annual survey completed. Appreciate that, as well as now she can put that into the Vault to update our social return on investment document. They continue to work on the Golden Growth Project from the grant that Maggie was able to secure. Again, congrats on that. Madeline's doing a great job. So there's lots of things underway as part of that project. Connection Center updates are underway. So I've actually, Maggie and I will be going at the space full tilt on Wednesday, as well as I'm dragging one of my rec staff in to help me.
Perfect.
So we have plans. So we're hoping to get that space up and usable. There's a lot of stuff we have to deal with in there, but
And
yeah.
we'll be able to have a tour?
Yes. Yes.
Yay!
We would like to clean it up first though. Yeah, it will look much better once we get stuff where we want it to be.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Then absolutely. Maggie continues to work on her Apple program as well as her undergrad. And I am now working on my executive diploma in municipal management. No, I said I wasn't going to do anymore schooling. Strategic planning is continuing. Allison has been great. So right now they're working on the SWOT and pest analysis. And the board members, it's been really awesome. Lots of involvement, lots of feedback. It's a really great process so far, which has been wonderful. We're looking at following patron feedback. Signage is going to be installed by a chair outside of the current office space as reserved for accessible use for those waiting for assistance. The Little Branches Rural Roots Conference, Maggie and Emily attended the conference on Thursday. And Tracy, I believe, also
On Friday.
attended on Friday.
Yes,
Didn't
with
our
Jenna
staff
and
attend on Friday?
Yep, Madeline and Janet, theirs is in the.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Programs are all going well. Pickles and Giggles with 16 babies and 18 adults. That's pretty impressive. We had one Monday with a story time, but 11 participants. Our hands-on Tuesdays are getting very popular. So we're doing good. The programs are going really well. I'm not sure if there's anything else that our outreach and partnerships, lots of those still going on, our schools. Let's talk science. We have a sister library for the 2025 TD Reading Club. So the children will be communicating with Springfield Library. The O'Brien Theater, that was a huge success for Community Film Day. Not sure if anybody saw all we were contacted by the producer or the distributor.
They own the rights to Anna Green.
That own the rights to Anna Green Gables to make sure we were allowed to show it. So that's how far it went. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
which we did have the rights to show it, but that
That's
was so yeah, we definitely got out there pretty well.
And didn't the number show 200?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Wonderful.
So that was a great program. This was the feedback from the Little Branches from Madeline and Jana. I don't know if there's any questions on that one. And regular programs, 15 people were served through extension services, April 2nd, 14, April 16th, 14, April 30th. There's just lots of stuff going on. There's always lots of stuff going on. I love that. So is there any questions on any of the activity report? Oh, we do have also a new radon detector that people can borrow. That is
amazing.
Yeah. And the garden's happening on the 7th of June, I believe.
So next Wednesday, June 4th, they're preparing the space to plant. And then I am there's an Indigenous plant section at a nursery in Pembroke. So I'm going with the list of plants that were recommended by our Indigenous representatives to purchase them. And then they'll be planted on the 7th.
Excellent.
Looking forward.
I know, I'm looking forward to that.
So that's everything unless anybody had any questions on my report.
We know if in the past, like, I see that Tech Tuesday didn't have anyone that attended. Is this like a normal? We don't have maybe one person, but not a ton of people.
So that being said, it said that she doesn't have a lot of people, but during the week we do, like even today, that's
Ongoing.
helping someone with their birth certificate application.
Yeah.
So it is tech help provided.
Yeah.
It's more like when it's a specific subject,
course.
sometimes we might not necessarily
Got
have
it.
a great turnout if the
Okay.
people aren't interested, but Madeline's gonna look at that and then adjust what the future offerings will be.
Yeah.
So if we have no one for hoopla this time, we won't revisit it for a few months until we've had some inquiries about, say, how do I use hoopla? And then we'll make sure to do that.
Yeah.
Also with the tech help, because part of that New Horizons for Seniors grant, it's for seniors for tech under the connection part of it.
Yep.
We will have an instructor for that. So I think we'll have a lot of turnout for that
Good, okay.
portion of it.
And I would just add on, like, tech now is what reference questions used to be.
Yes.
So it is actually part of reference now. So, I mean, this afternoon I was there for a few hours sitting at the CERC desk, and there was 3 major tech help issues, like just during that time, but people like it one-on-one
Yes.
rather than but there's a lot of tech help, just not in the class.
And would it be something that we could look at, maybe like an outreach opportunity? I know we've talked about the staff having a certain amount of time in the day and like going out, but possibly that could be something to explore bringing as one of the exterior.
So
but again,
we do that.
I
Okay.
did offer it. I used to go room to room in Bonishare Manor, and
Okay.
if someone needed tech assistance, I would help them.
Okay.
It is offered, Madeline does offer it at Club Creek.
Yeah.
Currently, if someone needed help with anything, if they would come to the program on that Wednesday afternoon, she would assist them.
Okay, cool.
But we'll definitely reach out to other locations.
Yeah. More I know.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, treasurer's report and financial statement. So the recommended action is that the Renfrew Public Library Board accept the April 2025 financial statement as presented. Can I have someone move that, please?
Sure.
Haley, thank you.
I'll jump at once.
Jason, thank you. As we stare at him. Okay, excellent.
Are there any questions about the financial statement?
I just wondered about the donations that went right from December. It increased quite a bit, like over $10,000. So somebody must have given us a bequest or something.
Yes.
Okay.
So I believe that was the check we deposited for the bequest from, oh, I wish I had my notes. It was a bequest.
Ferguson? No?
No,
No.
Fergus,
No.
Marion was the book tree.
Yeah.
It will come to
It's
mind.
okay.
I'm sorry
It's
about
okay.
that. But yes, it was a request by someone who passed.
Okay.
And we will be bringing it with ideas and how to go, like how the board would like to spend it. We'll bring some kind of ideas forward, and you guys can decide what you want that to go towards.
Excellent. So this budget is the start of our new fiscal year, correct?
So right now it's at 0,
Mhm.
but that was April,
Well,
so because it was just.
We just passed it, so.
Yes, exactly. I just thought we better say that out loud,
Yes,
so it would be
the
clear
numbers
for
will be in
everyone
next month.
watching.
Yeah, the
Yes,
numbers will be in there next month,
yes.
hopefully.
It'll play catch up real quick.
And I'm not sure if next month there will also be the new,
I don't, probably not.
then never mind.
Noted.
Okay, any other thoughts or questions about the budget? Can we talk about that under this topic? Or are we just going to approve this?
Is there questions about the budget or?
I think our biggest question is about the capital project.
We were just very excited to know that the new one was approved.
Yep, so the only capital project that was approved was the lights in the library, but not the whole project.
Oh,
Only a certain amount this year and the rest of next year. So they're gonna let us kind of replace the ones that are broken. Those will change over to the new LED, so there'll be a little bit of like lighting.
Tone difference.
Yeah, till we get everything done. We're hoping this year to get most of the upstairs done, but we'll do with what they, but they approved a portion of them this year.
Perfect.
That is still excellent.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, that was the only thing that I knew was kind of on our minds.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so are we okay? Anybody else want to ask any questions about this? All right, so all in favor? And vote? Unanimous. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, committee reports. Do we have anything else?
I think this, just next month, this is where we would probably want to put an update on what's happening with the strat plan.
That
So that
was my
everybody
question.
can know what's happening. So, maybe we can,
So that could be an item there permanently for the next little while?
well, it should be permanently if there's ever different committees for different projects, but
Yep.
yes, right now, I think the strat plan updates for the board can go under.
Could go under
Yeah.
F5.
So would it go F5 or is it under H? Is H, because with that new.
Oh,
format,
strategic
is
plan
Strategic
monitor,
plan
oh,
monitoring.
sorry,
Mhm.
yeah, H, sorry,
But I wasn't,
apologies.
because it is a
Yeah.
committee currently, but
Yeah,
with
no.
that, okay.
So it could be both.
Could be either.
Yeah. Because right now what we're doing is monitoring, right? We're just sharing what's happening, right, Maggie?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so are we gonna do that under H?
Yeah, we can do it under, yeah.
Okay, so are there any other presentations or reports that's on our agenda tonight? No? Okay, so then let's go straight to H, to the strategic plan monitoring, our update.
Well, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us were present at the last meeting.
Yep.
And as I mentioned in the department update,
Yes.
we did do a SWOT and pest analysis. I don't know if everyone was able to, I sent a notice on that, if everyone is able to send in their information
I
that they
did.
wanted to.
Yes.
I sent it directly to Allison.
Perfect. And I haven't received anything back since sending it. Is that okay?
I haven't set mine.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I did.
Kelly.
That's okay, you have to answer to
I'm sorry.
Allison.
I know, I was a little overwhelmed, so.
She
It's
will
okay.
let you know.
Lots
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah, so once we get that back, I realize your event is this week. Either myself or Madeline will drop off some sort of,
Yep.
not a survey, but just some community brochures and things like that.
Yep.
And, because that was part of our meeting, that our next step is the community input and community survey. So,
Yep.
and he was hosting an event for the community, so we thought it'd be good to get out there.
Yep. So the next
Yeah.
steps are the actual surveying part
Yeah.
of it. So we're creating the survey itself in our next meeting. So that way, but that's what we'll bring to the community based on conversations and other surveys that have taken place in the past. We know kind of what's already been asked, but what else do we need to know is what we're gonna figure out from there.
And then our next meeting is June 2nd.
Yes. Yeah, so we'll have that
For our
information
June
for our June meeting, yeah. Which will be our final one
Yeah.
until September,
exciting.
yeah. All right. Thank you. Policy review and updates. So the action is that the Renfrew Public Library Board accept the revised GOB-11 succession planning policy as presented. So I'm assuming everybody's had a chance to look at it and take a peek. Any thoughts, questions? I have two things, just to double check, they're just technical things. Just find it here.
There was an issue with spacing on one page.
Okay, I didn't see spacing, but I did take a screenshot so that I didn't mess up my agenda here. All right, so towards the end, item 6. On the last line, it says demonstrate sound and judgment.
Oh, thank you.
So should it just be sound judgment?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank
No, no,
you.
no,
I
don't be
appreciate
sorry.
that.
Don't be sorry, my
I didn't
goodness.
catch it
I
anyway.
Yes, don't feel bad at all. That's why we do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then in 6A. Oh, this was just me. This is just me. Just wondering about the word quality. If that is a word that's actually,
What you want to use? in that
Yeah.
situation?
I'm just wondering if is it a synonym that's something similar that,
I can look at it.
I'm just
Or do you say
wondering.
strength of applicants?
Yeah. we can change
Yeah,
it.
I was just wondering if it,
That's okay, you can go against the Ontario Library Service.
I did take it directly from the sample policy, but I can change that.
oh, that is too funny.
It's the same verbiage that we use in like on my professional boards as well.
So then there's our answer. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll say it.
Then I
Well-
will withdraw that.
If we want it to sound a little.
We can say
soft.
it. Strength of
I
applicants.
think that's
And ultimately, it's a subjective thing.
It's a valid,
point. I do. I mean, it depends on what sort of an environment you want to sort of create in terms of welcoming new board members.
Mhm.
Things change all the time and certain words
I know
fall out
it's
of favor, if I can say that. No, I think it's worth.
It's worth
considering.
looking at?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
And you guys, okay, just
I do.
at least,
No, that's
Yeah.
perfect, thank you.
What would you like to use though?
oh,
Can I
Here,
do
let's
strength?
look up quickly some other words.
Based on the numbers, strength, qualifications, and background of applicants.
yes,
I
because
don't know.
we removed the word skills in several places.
Caliber,
I think that gives the same feel as
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Sorry, what did you just say a second ago, Lauren?
Strengths, qualifications, background.
Yeah.
yeah, and those are all said elsewhere, so I would be comfortable with any of those.
You guys have to choose though.
Oh, we have to
Yeah.
choose.
Yep. You gotta make big decisions.
All right, Jason, you
Those
could
were only
chime in
so
here.
maybe just
Suggestions,
strengths,
The strengths.
I like
and-
Yeah.
strengths.
because it's not necessarily like a quality level, it's just what do you bring
Yeah,
to the
that's
table?
right.
Exactly.
What sort of knowledge do you bring?
And
from your-
quality to me might have some sort of,
Hoity toity.
well, I was
It's
more, I
true,
was
but
thinking more,
that's-
it was more judgmental by personal
Yeah.
preference or opinion.
I think we want
And
to
I'd like
welcome
some-
people of many diverse backgrounds.
Exactly, and
Mhm.
so
So
what,
maybe that's it, diversity of
diversity,
yeah.
application, yeah,
Yeah.
diverse strengths and diverse strengths of applicants.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
diversity of applicants.
Yes?
Yeah.
Or diverse strengths.
Or diversity of
Because it's the
backgrounds
strengths,
or-
right?
Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna be diverse, and that's in here somewhere already. I believe.
Would you prefer diversity or diverse strengths?
Let's
Is
go
that
with
in
strengths.
Diverse strengths
Just strengths?
or just strengths?
I
Diversity
like
is
the
in
word
here.
of diversity because actually we're not that diverse. If you just
No,
look
it's
from
in
the
here.
table.
No, we are
Yes.
not.
That's applications, right?
That's
We always
right.
try to, just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
our job, you can only be
Yeah, of
as
course.
diverse as the people who apply.
Of
Yeah,
course,
exactly.
of
So,
course,
so then, yeah, I'm okay with diverse strengths as well.
Perfect.
Could it cover
Jason,
some of
are you
both
okay?
areas?
Okay, we need to
Yeah.
vote on
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So are we all in agreement that we will change the word quality to diverse strengths of applicants? All in favor? Okay, okay, it's unanimous.
did we need a
Everyone.
motion to do that in the first place?
We do need a motion to amend it, and I know that Deputy Wright here is gonna, so. Oh, no, I guess not, so we're gonna do that. Let's do it from the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna start over.
Okay.
Okay, so I gotta read the first one first and then the second one second, okay, all right, okay, so I did read this. Cause I said,
You read it, but then
GOV
we didn't do the
11.
first and
Yeah.
second motion.
all right, okay. All right, so the recommended action was that the Renfrew Public Library Board accept the revised GOV-11 succession planning policy as presented. Could I please have someone make that motion?
I will make that.
Thank you, Lauren, and second it. Thank you, Haley. All in favor?
Oh, no.
Don't we have to be all in favor of that conversation we just
We're
had?
gonna do it.
We still have another one.
All right.
Give me one second.
Mhm.
It's very hot in here.
Thank goodness for Deputy Clerk Wright.
As long as one of, like, she knows what's going on.
I know.
It's just-
Just
all
when I
in the
think
right
I
What
got
did we
it.
do before her?
It's not
floundered.
clear, yeah, really.
And my predecessor was probably much more talented.
No.
Well, we just weren't,
No, I don't think
it
so.
wasn't on camera and it wasn't as.
It wasn't
I
as
wasn't as
formalized.
formalized,
Yeah.
yeah.
As it is now.
Yeah.
Getting our wording right. Thank you for your patience. That's okay, I just read it from up there. If that's all right. Excuse me for leaning, Sarah. Okay, so,
Can we, sorry, Sarah, can we put something in there that is, it is accepted with the following edits, please?
Yeah, so what I have
Perfect.
here is an amendment, that the motion that the Renfrew Public Library Board accept the revised Gov 11 succession planning policy as presented to add with the following change of 6A word quality to diverse strengths of applicant.
Awesome. Perfect, thank you.
Oh, and I had a typo just with the and.
That's clerical. Would you like that included in the motion?
No.
I will fix it.
So I
Okay.
just need, I will need a mover.
So we need a mover for that. I don't have to read it again.
I will move.
Thank you, Lauren. And seconded? Haley, thank you very much.
And vote on the amendment.
And could we please vote on that amendment? All in favor? Unanimous?
So then would you like to further discuss?
Is there anything else to discuss?
Don't believe so.
So do we need to do this again? Right ahead. Thank
So
you.
the full motion will be that the Renfrew Public Library Board accept the revised GOV 11 succession planning policy as presented with the following changes of 6A word quality to diverse strengths of applicant.
So motion.
So now just vote.
As amended, yes.
So we're just voting as amended.
Okay.
Okay, so all in favor? Again? Unanimous, thank you. Carried. Thanks, everybody. All right. So board members advocacy activities report.
Very aggressive pointing. So I have a block party that I'm hosting this Saturday. And Maggie already mentioned she's going to give me some promotional items. I also am planning to have a decorate your own bookmark table, just to make it relevant on the area.
Is there any way we could partner so our logos on it and?
Yeah,
give you
totally. The bookmarks themselves are just pre-printed blanks.
Okay.
So however the library representative is more than welcome to be done. And it's on Bar Street, and everyone is welcome. If you live in Renfrew or the surrounding area, all is welcome to the party. So
And when is the party?
on Saturday at 2:30 to 8:30, as long as we don't get rain.
And I told Haley I'll help if she needs any help, just let me know, give me a job.
Yeah, right now we have lots of volunteers and lovely community members who've been donating lots of things. So very happy with that.
I'm at work till 4, so I'll try to come after.
Perfect. We have a band and we have music and we also have barbecue. So we'll feed you after work.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Excellent, thanks, Haley. It's gonna be exciting. Is there any new business? None that I'm aware of? No? Okay, thank you. Upcoming items for our next board meeting? Any that,
The board portal, I have been working on it.
the library board portal?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. That's good to know. So we can put that under section M, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And then I guess whatever policies, but that will just be.
Yeah,
part of
that's
it.
The policies, is that what you mentioned, Maggie?
Yeah, but that'll just be part of the agenda.
That'll just be on.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we passed that at another meeting. All right. So our next meeting will be our final meeting for this particular 10-month period. We will not be meeting in July or August. So do I have to make a motion for this? No? Okay, so our next meeting will be held on June the 16th at 5 p.m. Everybody wants to make note of that. It's just a little bit
I
different.
can note I will not be in attendance.
Okay, thank
I
you.
travel.
Thank you, Haley. So hope to see everybody else there. Thank you. So we are adjourned at 5:37.